with Mystery Quilts Anonymous, and Happy New Year. And I am so proud of you. Actually, Happy New Year tomorrow. Happy New Year's Eve to those who it's still New Year's Eve. I know it's getting pretty late on the East Coast, so I'll just make the reveal pretty short and sweet. It's the one right behind me. You'll see those snail trails. Boom. Out to the sides. Four corners are those. Well, I think we made those in clue 1 or 2. I don't know. I'll go through it and I'll tell you what goes where. Can you check to make sure you can hear me? And I'll wait till we have a few more on before I move my whole body so you can see it. Phoenix has fireworks going on. How exciting is that? You'd probably rather be watching the fireworks. So there you can see the reveal. Oh, great. Thank you, Donna. Thank you that you can hear me. I asked my husband to see if he could. So I'm really pleased that you can. Okay, welcome along to Let's Solve This Mystery for Through the Looking Glass, our New Year's. Oh, I know. Our dogs, not to your dog, I understand. Our dogs hate thunder. They hate fireworks. They hate four-wheelers. We live we live very rural on a farm road, and all the farmers use their quads to go about, and they hate that noise too. I don't know why, but it seems to catch them every time. But fireworks, that's the worst. They get really excited about that. Okay, so we are solving this mystery. I believe he put the link to everything everywhere before we started. So I'm just going to give you a few clues on how to put this together because we did set it on point. So those triangles that we cut, the big triangles we cut in clue 1, and the small triangles we cut in clue 2 that we set aside for later, now is later. And we're going to put it together. I'm going to move my step stool over there so I can show you what we're doing. Because it is set on point, we use those triangles to make the ends of our diagonal lines straight. And I'm going to get a ruler and show you what I mean. Not really a ruler, a yardstick. Okay, so here we go. With our first row. Okay, so with this row, I hope you can see that. With this row, we have one of the small squares, one of these squares with larger squares at the beginning and at the end. What I want to show you, which is really interesting, is this block or set of blocks or row, whatever you want to call it, is this same row down here in the bottom corner. I don't know if you can see that either. So I'm just going to keep going and assume that you can see what you're doing. All right, so clue 2, or row 2, when I do this on my sewing machine, I always lay a ruler across my pattern so that I know which row I'm working on. So this is row 2, but it's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's also row 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if you get that half made and make it twice, rows 1, 2, 3, and 4, rows 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, we just rotate that 180, and we put that down here as well. So it makes it quick and efficient, and when you're sewing them 2 rows at a time like that, it helps me to keep them straight across, or really on a diagonal. But I think you understand what I'm saying. So that's it. And I did give you that hint earlier that if you had this block done right here, that was your center. So that's what you're going for, is to see this in the center. Make sure that this is in your pinwheel shape here, dead center. Okay, your snail's trails. Here's clue 1 and 2. You can see that they're reversed. These swirl this way and these swirl this way. And then we have our double dots here and here. And we have these 4 blocks in the 4 corners. 4. And then here's our arrow block. Okay. And here, there is that block that we made by cutting that funky angle with our ruler. Okay. I think it's pretty easy to put together. Let me see if I can tip it down a little bit so you can get the bottom as well. You weren't seeing the bottom. Loosen this, tuck it down a little bit. There it is. Oh, no, you can't see the top too well. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. Okay. There we go. That's the whole thing, plus my step stool on my design wall. I have a huge design wall, and I did the 12-inch blocks, but it is hanging off the design wall on the bottom. But I made, this is a queen. I made my design wall so it will work with a king. This is a queen right now as it stands, out of the 12-inch blocks on point with no added borders. I'm not adding borders. I'm going to probably just maybe I'll put a small tiny black frame. Thank you. Thank you. That's stunning. Thank you. I can't wait to see your version. But there she is through the looking glass in all of her glory. You really can't see very well the difference in colors on the little jagged box around the center. I wonder if I moved you closer, if you can see it any better. I'm just going to move you right up there as far as I can. There, you can see it a bit better there. Okay, you can see my accent contrast and my background 1 in there. Okay, so, oh yeah, I just love this. Just love it. I think it's stunning. So there we go. There's our reveal. Remember, you are setting it on point. It looks 3D. It sure does. That was my goal. My goal was to have you seeing through it to other things. So that makes me super happy that you see that. Remember, it's on point, so your rows are on the diagonal. Rows 1, 2 times. Row 2, 2 times. Row 3, 3 times. 2 times, sorry. And row 4, 2 times. And then you sew that half together and that half together. And then I just make one final stitch right down the center. I assemble those 2 triangle-ish pieces together for the end. Okay, there she is. Thank you everyone for sewing with me today. I had heaps of fun. I even started the border on another project. I'm going to show you. a sneak peek. These aren't flying geese. Hang on a sec. It's a triangle border. Oof, this is going to be gorgeous. I can't wait to get this one finished. This one is actually, don't tell anyone, this one is for a retreat this year, 2025, one of my 2025 retreats. I think it's in Texas. I know it's in Texas. I'm so excited. Okay, there she is in all of her glory. And I'm thinking small black border followed by my lighter teal, this one here in the snail trails. I would love to see that as my final binding. Probably would be good enough. Happy New Year to you too, Donna. We will see everyone later, but this is it for me for today. I will check back in maybe later in the week and see how everybody did. Although I will be on Facebook every day, nearly all day on the Facebook group, encouraging and answering questions and stuff like that. Plus, you can always reach me messaging me through the website or through the Facebook group page or Messenger even. Where's the baby? Roxy, Roxy, I can't wait either. Everybody's colors were so spectacular. Now I'm going to go look for that baby. I'll be right back. Deanie! Deanie Weenie! Here you are. And here's the little one. She's only 8 months old. She is a firecracker. She is full of it. Her name is Deanie, and that is short for Houdini, because when she was a pup, she could get out of anything. And she did. She climbed the walls of her puppy playpen with her mummy as soon as she could walk. Oh, I can show you her mummy too. But this is my baby. She is so cute. She's so tiny. She's just a tiny. Hey, I'll put you the other way then, okay? She's just a tiny wee girl. She goes across my body, and she got a lot of distance between front and back legs, but she is really tiny. She only weighs about 8 pounds, 7 pounds, somewhere around there. So now I will show you her mommy. Her mommy is Buttons. Beautiful girl. This is Buttons. She's my beautiful girl. Oh, she sees something outside. But there she is. So that's pretty much the whole family that you got to meet today. Yeah. One more. My granddaughter is on holiday, so I'm looking after hers. And he's a long hair. Yes, you're a long hair boy, aren't you? And his name is Simba because when he was a puppy, he had a little frame around his face that this was all almost black on the top. So he looked like a lion. He was sporting his mane. So we called him Simba. Yeah, you know your name. Yes, I know. And he is a month older than the babies and a lot heavier. Okay, guys, that's us. All right, one more peek, and I will see you next time. Have an amazing new year tomorrow for those of you who are headed into your new year. I hope it's as pleasant as mine, all bright and sunny out there all day. And maybe you'll finish up tomorrow what you didn't get done today. But I know a lot of other people are doing mysteries on New Year's Day and on the other side of the date line. So we got ours done just a little early. It is New Year's Day over here in Australia, South Africa. All of the West is, and all of the East, you're coming into your New Year's Day. So have a great one. Don't eat too much and enjoy. And I don't know how to stop it. There it is. Sorry, guys.